हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू डिफेंस 101। डिफेंस 101 पर आप सबका स्वागत है। तो गाइज, आप सब कैसे हैं? होप सो आप सब अच्छे होंगे, मस्त होंगे। तो आज का जो सेशन है वो है बेहद इंटरेस्टिंग सेशन, क्योंकि आज हम बात करेंगे ग्रुप डिस्कशन के बारे में। तो गाइज, शेयर द सेशन एज मच एज यू कैन। तो भाई देख लेते हैं क्लास में कौन कौन आ चुका है, और आपको जो लिंक है गूगल मीट का लिंक, वो आपको हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल डिफेंस 101 पर मिल जाएगा। आप वहां से हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल डिफेंस 101 से उस लिंक को ले लेना और अपना रिव्यू बताना कि आपको जो मैं टॉपिक दूंगी उसके अकॉर्डिंग आपको क्या बोलना है, कैसे आप करोगे। ठीक है। तो गाइस, मैं सोनल अग्रवाल, आपकी रीजनिंग फैकल्टी, जिसे 4 साल का एक्सपीरियंस, 1 लाख से भी ज्यादा बच्चों को पढ़ाया हुआ है। डिफेंस 101 पर मैं आप लोगों को पढ़ाती हूँ। ठीक है। और हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल है डिफेंस 101। ठीक है। इसको ज्वाइन कीजिए, इसको विजिट कीजिए, और जितनी भी हमारी फैकल्टी हैं जो डिफेंस 101 पर पढ़ाती हैं, उन सबके वीडियोस के लिंक्स आपको वहां पे प्रोवाइड हो जाएंगे, क्योंकि हर एक फैकल्टी जब भी अपनी क्लास स्टार्ट होती है अपने लिंक वहां पे प्रोवाइड करती है, जिससे आप सीधा सीधा उस लिंक से ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। अनअकैडमी की लर्निंग ऐप पर आप मेरे को फॉलो कर सकते हैं, मेरे नाम से, सोनल के नाम से। स्पेशल क्लास को ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। स्पेशल क्लास का जो टाइमिंग होता है वो होता है मेरा 4:15 बजे, जो कि मेरी बिल्कुल फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट क्लास होती है अनअकैडमी की लर्निंग ऐप पर, जो कि मेरा बैच चल रहा है। एफकैट को लेके मेरा बैच चल रहा है अनअकैडमी पर, तो आप उसमें ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं अपनी क्लास को और एफकैट के लिए क्लास दे सकते हैं। सेकेंड, आपका स्पेशल, आपको क्या मिलते हैं इसमें? स्पेशल कॉइन्स मिलते हैं। स्पेशल कॉइन्स का क्या यूज है वो मैं आपको बताऊंगी। लाइव क्विज मिलती है। लाइव क्विज आपको 5:30 बजे मैं आप लोगों को कराती हूँ। 5:30 बजे आपकी लाइव क्विज होती है, तो लाइव क्विज को जरूर ज्वाइन कीजिए। स्पेशल कॉइन्स का जो महत्व होता है वो ये होता है कि आप जब भी स्पेशल कॉइन्स यूज करते हो तो स्पेशल कॉइन्स कहाँ पे यूज करते हो? आप यदि गाइस सीडीएस, एफकेट या सीएपीएफ का सब्सक्रिप्शन परचेज करोगे फॉर 12 मंथ्स या फॉर 24 मंथ्स के लिए, यूज दिस कोड SONAL प्लस स्पेशल कॉइन, यू विल गेट 20% डिस्काउंट। तो आपको क्या मिलेगा? 20% का डायरेक्ट डिस्काउंट मिलेगा यदि आप सीडीएस, एफकेट एंड सीएपीएफ का सब्सक्रिप्शन परचेज करते हो। तो क्यों? क्योंकि आपको एक ही सब्सक्रिप्शन में सीडीएस की तैयारी कराने को मिलेगी, एफकेट की मिलेगी, सीएपीएफ की मिलेगी, प्लस आपको एसएसबी की तैयारी करने को मिलेगी इस सब्सक्रिप्शन में। तो गाइज, अभी सब्सक्रिप्शन लीजिए और अभी बैच में एनरोल कीजिए, क्योंकि एफकेट का बैच जल्दी स्टार्ट होने वाला है आप लोगों का। ठीक है। तो आज कौन कौन बच्चा ग्रुप डिस्कशन का पार्ट का हिस्सा बनेगा? असीम, दिव्यम, स्टडी विद सीएम, ऋषिकेश, दीपक कुमार, अचिंत्या। तो भाई कौन कौन हमारा इसका हिस्सा बनेगा? मेधावी ठाकुर, गुड आफ्टरनून। तो मैं सबसे पहले मैं आपको लिंक प्रोवाइड कर देती हूँ। ठीक है। किसका लिंक? गूगल मीट का लिंक। और मैं वहां पे आपको अपना वो दे दूंगी, क्या नाम है इसका, जो टॉपिक होता है वो मैं आप लोगों को दे दूंगी, आप वहां से उस टॉपिक को उठा लेना। ठीक है। देखो, मैंने आपका गूगल जो लिंक है वो मैंने आपको प्रोवाइड कर दिया। एक तो एफकेट एनालाइजर डिफेंस 101 में, एक मैंने डिफेंस 101 में, इन दोनों ग्रुप में मैंने आपको सेंड कर दिया हमारे एफकेट एनालाइजर डिफेंस 101 और डिफेंस 101 में मैंने दोनों के लिंक आपको प्रोवाइड कर दिए हैं। तो आप आराम से सबसे पहले तो लिंक को ले लीजिए। ठीक है। और टॉपिक भी मैं आपको कॉपी करके चैट बॉक्स में डाल रही हूँ, जो यूट्यूब पे अपना बोलेंगे। और भाई जिसको भी परफॉर्मेंस देनी है वो हर एक बच्चा बोलेगा आज। ठीक है। आज सबका नंबर आएगा, ध्यान रखने, जिसका भी नंबर आएगा मैं उसको बोलूंगी। सबसे पहले सब माइक ऑफ करेंगे अपने। ठीक है। और हर एक कोई बोलेगा यहाँ पे, और जो नहीं बोलता हुआ नजर आएगा उसको मैं देखूंगी कि कौन नहीं बोल रहा है। ठीक है। जय हिंद सबको, जितने भी हमारे गूगल मीट पे लोग जुड़ चुके हैं उन सबको पहले तो जय हिंद। ठीक है। जो टॉपिक का नाम है वो है आपका व्हाट इज द बिगेस्ट हर्डल इन इंक्रीजिंग डिजिटल इकोनॉमी। फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज लैक ऑफ अवेयरनेस, सेकेंड पॉइंट इज इंक्रीज हैकिंग, एंड थर्ड पॉइंट इज लिमिटेड रीच ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी। ये 3 पॉइंट है, ये आपको डिसाइड करना है। इन 3 पॉइंट पे आप कौन से पॉइंट को रेस करोगे और उस पॉइंट के लिए बोलोगे। ठीक है। सो अपने अपने पॉइंट को एक बार देख लो कि आप कौन से पॉइंट के ऊपर बोलना प्रेफर करोगे. What is the biggest hurdle in increasing digital economy? Lack of awareness, increased hacking, limited reach of technology. और ये जो टॉपिक है वो मैं आपको चैट बॉक्स में डाल चुकी हूँ. ठीक है. और बाकी के बच्चे आज जुड़े नहीं है क्या? कौन कौन आ चुका है? नितेश, वैभव, श्लोक, असीम, अचिंत्य, दीपेंद्र, ऋषिकेश, मेधावी. तो आज कौन कौन पार्टिसिपेट करेगा इसमें से? वैभव करेगा, नितेश करेगा, श्लोक, अचिंत्य, दीपेंद्र, ऋषिकेश, मेधावी एंड असीम. आप पार्टिसिपेट करोगे दोनों या नहीं करोगे? माइक ऑन करो दोनों. आज दीपक कुमार.
गुड आफ्टरनून मैम.
गुड आफ्टरनून. तो मेधावी आज बोलोगे? टॉपिक बेटा लिखा हुआ है, व्हाट इज द बिगेस्ट हर्डल इन इंक्रीजिंग डिजिटल इकोनॉमी. वैभव ग्रुप डिस्कशन है. इन तीन जो आपको पॉइंट दे रखे हैं, आपको इनके ऊपर बोलना है कि आप यदि लैक ऑफ अवेयरनेस चुनते हो इसके लिए कि जो सबसे बड़ी बाधा है डिजिटल इकोनॉमी में, जो बाधा है वो क्या है? लैक ऑफ अवेयरनेस है. आपके अकॉर्डिंग वो क्या है? और आपके अकॉर्डिंग जो भी आपके अकॉर्डिंग है वो आपको पॉइंट रखने हैं, उसके वैलिड पॉइंट आपको बताने हैं. ठीक है. हाँ मेधावी बोलोगे आज? दीपेंद्र. हाँ बोलो. पता नहीं क्या होता है? हाँ या ना का जवाब होता है. पता नहीं डिप्लोमेटिक आंसर मत दिया करो. पता नहीं, हाँ या ना, बस ये दोनों पॉइंट का ध्यान रखे करो. या तो हाँ बोलो या तो ना बोलो. या आप देखना चाहते हो तो आप देखो. ठीक है. या तो मैं ऐसे सीधा सीधा कहती हूँ कि मैम आज मैं सीखूंगी. ठीक है.
यस मैम मैं सीखूंगी.
हाँ गुड. लेकिन ये मत बोले करो पता नहीं. पता नहीं का कोई जवाब नहीं होता मेरे पास. ठीक है. चलो बंद करो. तो हम स्टार्ट करें या बच्चों का वेट करें? बताओ सारे के सारे. पहले अपने अपने टॉपिक वेट करते हैं. अच्छा तो वन बाय वन अपना वो बताओ तुम कि आपका वन बाय वन आप किस उस पे बोलना चाहोगे टॉपिक पे?
मैम आई विल स्पीक ऑन लिमिटेड रीच ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी.
ओके. दिव्यम? मे भी दिव्यम नहीं बोलेगा. नितेश, वैभव?
Ma'am, limited reach of technology.
ओके. वैभव?
मैम लिमिटेड रीच ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी.
श्लोक?
मैम लैक ऑफ अवेयरनेस मैम.
ओके गुड. और अचिंत्य?
लैक ऑफ अवेयरनेस.
ओके गुड. असीम?
मैम सारे टॉपिक्स टच नहीं कर सकते क्या?
हाँ क्या कह रहे हैं नितेश? चलो तो स्टार्ट करें.
मैम can't we touch all the topics?
मुझे नितेश तुम्हारी आज आवाज नहीं आ रही, पता नहीं क्यों.
जैन मैम. मैम
ग्रीष्मा?
जय हिंद
हाँ
मैम.
श्लोक ग्रीष्मा का वेट करते हैं. जय हिंद. जय हिंद असीम. असीम तुम बोलोगे आज ग्रुप डिस्कशन में?
नहीं मैम मेरा आज तो सेकंड दिन हो रहा है तो मेरा हिम्मत नहीं हो रहा है बोलने का.
अच्छा ठीक है. नहीं सारे टॉपिक टच नहीं कर सकते हो नितेश, आपको एक टॉपिक के ऊपर ही बोलना पड़ेगा. अच्छा मैं बैंक में हूँ. अच्छा धीरे धीरे बोल लियो फिर नितेश तुम. ठीक है. हाँ तो कोई नहीं, तो धीरे धीरे अपने पॉइंट्स को रख लियो. आज नितेश की कम आवाज आएगी तो लीड ले लेना आप सारे के सारे. ठीक है. वैभव श्लोक लीड ले लेना आज तुम अच्छे से. ठीक है. चलो भाई अभी मुझे लगता नहीं है कि और बच्चे आएंगे. अभी फिलहाल हम स्टार्ट कर देते हैं. जब बच्चे आएंगे वो ज्वाइन कर लेंगे. ठीक है. चाहे अक्षिता हो, ग्रीष्मा हो, सब ज्वाइन कर लेंगे. ठीक है. स्टार्ट करते हैं. कौन सबसे पहले लीड लेके बोलेगा? स्टार्टेड.
मैम आई विल स्टार्ट.
करो.
In India is a poor country and developing country. So and capita per income is also very less. So people are not able to buy new mobile phones or new technology. So that makes difficult for them to get knowledge and access to other government schemes. So I think lack of
lack of awareness.
limited reach of technology is a very is problem in making digital economy.
I slightly disagree with Nitin. The reason being lack of awareness is not the reason. The reason being, first of all, I would like to tell him that it is not like you have to purchase a mobile phone. Whenever you have to digital payment, you have to have a 10k amount of rupee mobile phone or anything. You could also go to cyber cafe, and on websites there is a process you can easily do the payment on that. But the real reason is the limited reach we have, because lacking of awareness is itself an example that there is a limited reach of this technology. Because if there has been reach to every place, people would have been aware about it, and it is not that difficult. I think the country that is going into the developing process, one of them is digitalizing India. If we want to promote the digitalization of India, we have to promote these kind of stuff. And the thing that is really lacking is the limited reach.
Even if
Well, according to me, I guess the Chinta started on the very wrong note that India is a poor country because India was given the first prize in one of the strongest upcoming economy by the World Bank. Second thing is that it's always been said that India is the highest market for digital transaction. 48 million digital transactions per day, and that's one of the Asia. And during the COVID, it's one of the promising thing that's going on. The third thing is that the limited reach of technology. It's because of that people are not trusting it, because there's always a chance of people can hack into this. And right now, we are living in the third generation in which we have our parents, and we as a major youth country, we have also one thing that's common in us, is that our parents don't trust the DigiCash, because the youth that is there in the maximum amount and recognize that we are not India is one of the countries in the form of
I would like to further add to the point of Nitish. Like he wanted to say that India is not a poor country. It is correct to say, because per capita is means calculating an average it is about calculating average, and the problem with calculating average is that it deviates more from the extreme point. To say my example, suppose there are two students in a class. One is scoring 0 marks, and other is scoring 100 out of 100. So the average marks will be 50. Both are hugely deviating from the extreme point. So India is not a poor country as per se, but yes, addiction is the main criteria which is demand, and this has to be increased.
multiple things, because Infinix phone is coming out 3,000 rupees, Jio phone is coming out 4,000 rupees. If the farmers are being gifted with all the government norms and the money for their crop, I think their savings are enough for them to purchase a phone and use Google Link and Zoom and different kind of channels to go and see. I am having a farmer at my home who takes care of my. I'm not talking how to use Google phone classes, but then my farmers notice are not very much aware. Lack of awareness is a big problem when it comes to.
I guess people have miscalculated here. The thing is that that's not lack of awareness, that's lack of education, man. Because if there will be lack of education, people won't be not particular thing. And lack of education is possible. So it's not awareness, because for that also you need technology. So as my friend Vaibhav said, it is to B and B is directly proportional to C. In conclusion, that A is directly proportional to C. In that sense, the awareness is less with technology is not prominent, and it's not reaching everybody. And if technology can't reach at every place, how can we accept the fact that that technology is playing the major role in digicasting? And the
I understand technology cannot reach everywhere, but the people who can actually sorry, I'm talking about that big poles, the network poles and all these things can be offered, that particular area can be offered for these particular poles to be established. People are not very much aware. They are not very much requiring that. They should definitely use that. They need to be aware that need to actually handle one
श्लोक 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 एक मिनट एक तो जो बोल रहा है वो सिर्फ माइक ऑन करके रखेगा और बाकी के सारे माइक ऑफ कर दोगे, ठीक है। यदि आपको पॉइंट रखना है जब आपका माइक ऑन होना चाहिए, नहीं तो किसी और का माइक ऑन होता हुआ नजर नहीं आएगा, नहीं तो मैं यहाँ से उसको एग्जिट करा दूंगी, ठीक है। दिव्या माइक ऑफ कर, खाना बाद में खा, यहाँ पे क्लास चल रही है, यहाँ पे कोई तू गार्डन में नहीं आया खेलता हुआ। श्लोक स्टार्ट करो।
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm so sorry for the trouble. So basically, what I'm telling, I understand, Nitesh. I completely agree with your point. Technology cannot reach everywhere, but then people are supposed to be made aware of the same. There are multiple lands which are not having that telecommunication poles, and if they are made aware, they may probably reach out to their Jila Tehsildar. They may ask for these kind of facilities. Probably the government will be able to help them for those landlines, those poles, those network satellites to reach them, to catch them, for their connectivity to be easily done. I am having people in Gorakhpur, a lot of people who are unaware and completely unaware of how to use the phone for education. They may only and only use it for Geo mobile phones and different kind of movies to be watched online through torrent and whatever. But when it comes to education, like when it comes to teaching people online, going for classes and everything, they are not aware at all. They don't know how to use Google Meet. Hell, I got to learn how to use Google Meet because of these classes. I wasn't knowing how to use Google Meet. People need to be made aware about Zoom channels. They need to be. There are multiple students right now who are saying, "I cannot study on phone. I need my money back from the school." But at the end of the day, technology is there for you. It depends up to you. How are you using it? If you are not able to use it, I will be glad to teach you. I will be glad to help you on that matter.
I'd like to make a point here, or rather, I'd like to state something. Yeah, I want to go to Mars, man, but I don't have a spaceship. That does mean that, if I'm not having any access to any part of the thing, can I say that it's totally illogical to have it? It's not my fault, man. For the something you need to strive to have something. If technology can't reach somewhere, it's not on the people. And the second point that I'd like to make is that, man, if the DigiCash is this much important, the awareness, okay, let's take into the consideration that people are getting less aware. But then why at the end of the day you can see this huge line in the banks? The answer is, man, because they are reliable. And technology is not that much prominent, and it's a lack of technology that people can't rely on. And that's why we have people working in the bank, and there's always opening around here there for the banks. Because at the end of the day, technology and awareness, it's the lack of technology that people are afraid about, and the technology is man-made, and man-made things can make error. Machines can make error more than a human can. So it's the lack of technology and the lack of understanding of technology. It's not the lack of awareness.
To further elaborate the point of Nitish, I would like to say that change is a demand of time, which should be according to the time if we want a developed country. So it's not like that we got settled now. People have to keep learning, keep reinventing themselves so that they can contribute to the country for the sake of the country. Now you say lack of awareness is there. Why? Because technology hasn't reached to that part. If had the technology been there, people would have been aware of it. And if they had been aware of it, they would have tried to learn it. So the point still stays the same. It's the limiting reach of a technology. And if suppose, there could be NGOs or social help, or a government could organize some, a committee which could help these people learning things. So the awareness has to be there. But before that, the technology has to be reached. What is the awareness if the technology isn't there? So the limiting reach is still holding us back, which is yet to be, we have to figure out how to make it aware to the section of the society. It is yet hard to believe that despite living in 21st century, there are places in India where people don't know what electricity looks like, or that electricity even exists. So we have been trying on that. We have to first make sure the technology reaches to the people. Once the technology reaches, people will automatically get, the awareness.
Ma'am, I'd like to add something to my point. Just a moment. I'd like to make 2 points here, ma'am. First thing, let's, rather than being ideal, let's talk practical. And second thing is that, ma'am, at the end of the day, if you don't adapt to the changes, you will be destroyed, and nobody will be accountable for it. Take the example of dinosaur, the bravest animal, the strongest one, but it can't get adapted to the changes. And if that's not the problem, and that nobody is accountable for the things, if you are not going to get adapted to the changes, you are going to get destroyed. And in those particular circumstances, the people who are dependent on you will be destroyed knowingly or unknowingly. So one needs to accept the change and should come forward. And that can be happen if the technology is every part awareness to aware people who live far away
I'm
from
totally
you, who you
agree
are not connected with, can only be done with technology.
And the another example we can take is of Nokia. Nokia was such a brand back in the 90s, but it didn't adapt itself to the time. And look, where is it now? So the constant change is necessary for a developing nation.
Though Facebook and WhatsApp and Twitter also were launched many years back in US, and they came to India many years after that. So, as Luke said, he was not aware of Google Meet because he wasn't needing Google Meet. When he felt the need of Google Meet, he downloaded from the Play Store and used it. As it was available for him, he was accessible to it. He was aware of it. If anyone is not accessible to any technology, he won't be aware to that thing.
Rishikesh, I understand, but there are multiple areas where technology is very much there. Gorakhpur, Lucknow, Madhya Pradesh, almost small areas of Maharashtra like Kolhapur. I am a half Maharashtrian at the end of the day, so I can actually explain that to you. Because there are multiple areas where technology has already reached, but the people have not been made aware. Tomorrow, if I am asked to go somewhere to a particular location, use my area, use my area of expertise, explain the other person ki haan, this is how you are supposed to use Zoom channels for your online classes. This is how you're supposed to use phone pay.
Shlok, though your points are correct, but government is planning accordingly and awareness camp is being created, and within 2022
And
all
Shlok,
the
at the
lines
end of
will
the
be of
day,
optical
at the end
fibers
of
would
the
be laid and every Indian would get the digital.
And
Exactly.
Shlok,
If
at
the
the end of the
technology
day,
is
the person
there,
who is going
awareness
to
can be made. But what about the technology isn't reached?
Shlok, even I am from Maharashtra and my native place is Satara. So I know what the situation there. As you said that technology is there, but they are not aware because they don't need that. Uh, as we know that necessity is the mother of discovery. Once they get the need of that, they will download it from the Play Store. They have that technology in their hand so that they can download. But there are many tribal people who don't have access to mobile phones or internet, so they won't be aware of this thing and they won't be accessible to these facilities.
Satara, is Satara having any classes going on? Aren't the farmers or whomsoever? Isn't the person who's there? Isn't the children? Aren't the children having any classes over there? Like, when if they may need to definitely. I don't think any Satara is going to the classes. I'm pretty sure they are accessing their classes through online technology, like phone, let's say laptops, let's say tablets, iPads, whatever it is. I'm pretty sure the necessity has risen due to COVID situation. The necessity to go digital has very much risen due to COVID, and somewhere down the line, I'm quite happy. I'm quite pleased at the fact that India is actually now starting to use the phones properly rather than just giving a call or starting to play games. They are actually using it for study, online, offline, whatever it is. But then there is some awareness, and that is due to the situation that has risen. We need to make people very much aware of these things. It's very beneficial at the end of the day. There are multiple things you can now right now you can even take a loan online because people are aware. There are multiple advertisements coming on YouTube. You start one video of YouTube, before that there's an advertisement. If you want loan, please download this application, show your PAN card, show your bank statement, take a loan. These things are there. These are very much there, and they are making people aware of. Technology has reached. I understand Rishikesh, Nitesh, and Vaibhav. I completely agree with your point. I'm so sorry. I'm using at the end of the day that term a lot of times. I should not use it. But technology has not reached everywhere in the country. I understand that. But at least wherever it has reached, the optimum utilization is necessary. It is very much necessary.
But only making aware don't boost our digital economy. We have to make them aware of their practical knowledge. Without money, we cannot give them mobile phone.
When I'm Rishikesh, when I'm talking about making them aware, for me, it's not just sectional aware. I'm trying to make them aware of each and every benefit they can have. That includes your topic, that is practical knowledge of the same. I understand that. आप section wise divide कर, you are dividing the this thing. My topic or section wise which you are talking about. I am talking about the whole topic itself. But I completely agree. You are absolutely right. But then, at least which are the places which are already reached, where the technology has already come, where the benefits are already there. मतलब बिल्कुल like it's there on the plate for you. At least people should definitely go and like use it, right. Nitesh, Webber, anything. Rishikesh, by anything you want to add on to it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. The technology, they, because of their old thinking, they don't use it. They still prefer to be in a queue and get their things done because for some reason they haven't found the, trust in the process, which is the duty of the government, that they encourage them and tell them that how safe it is, because the more digital we go, the less corruption will be there. So this thing should be feed in the mind of the people, that if we have to develop ourselves, we have to keep develop our thinking, and we have to go digital, because the next the time is of the digitalization. Everything is on the fingerprint, on our fingertips. Because
Thank you so much, Trevor. Thank you so much. I don't want my mom to stand along SBI queue where the social distancing may or may not be followed, because let's say SBI is mostly used by government farmers only. But then I want my mom to be safe, do any kind of net banking. She needs money, I will be at my home safe and transfer the money through phone. If I need some money from her, always.
But at the end of the day, I'm the hacker and I'm going to take the money you are going to transfer to your mom. I am going to take it. The thing, it's not about how lack of awareness. It's at the end of the day, all the three aspects are related to lack of education. And I'll underline one more thing: it's lack of moral education. Second thing is that, as Vaibhav said, he rightly said that at the end of the day, if I have to aware, for example, my grandfather, and he don't have anything that can be used for teaching him. So need to go there. So it's not about, even if you want to make someone aware, you need something digitized. You can't go to America to lecture someone or to make them aware. At the end of the day, you need technology, not with you, with the other person whom you are going to make aware. And at the broader scale, if you want it, you need the technology. So it's not about lack of awareness, it's lack of technology. And if technology is possessed by everyone, trust me, at the end of the day, or by the end of the next 2-3 decades, that would be too long. But if the technology is possessed by everyone, within the shortest time frame, everyone will be aware. Because I can say that even when you guys are outside, you have your smartphone in your mobile, you constantly keep on checking that. And if some awareness kind of thing pops up, it suddenly catches your eyes and you read it. Somebody get motivated according to it, somebody get the knowledge from it. So at the end of the day, it's about the technology reaching to everyone. If the lack of technology cannot, and I repeat, lack of technology cannot, at the end of the day, without the technology, maximum amount of people won't get aware.
Exactly. We are
See, awareness campaign is being
You
held.
getting aware of cyclone in Maharashtra or Bangalore due to technology. How can you expect the changes? The change that you need to adapt to right now is the changing technology, not the changing weather.
Sir, I'm not talking about the topic, right? But that's one small request. If you keep repeating at the end of the day every time, I'm sorry, but probably the organizer, whomsoever is checking, invigilator, may cut your marks. Just as one small request. मैं कुछ बोल नहीं रहा उसके आगे. But please stop repeating.
I would like to further, get the point of Nitish, that he is right, because the tech. Right now there is a situation of a pandemic, and which I think soon will be over. But do you really think that life will be same like it was before pandemic? No, people are awake now. There will have to be use of continuous digitalization, video meetings, online meetings, and digital payments, because now people are aware that this could again repeat in future. So digitalization should be there, and this technology should be spread as far and in every corner of the country. Then we can think of the awareness has to be there. Because let's take example of the vaccine. first it has to be there, then you can make it available for the country. So the technology has to be there, then only you can make the awareness among the people. And it has to be there because the coming time will be like this only, because this pandemic has taught us many things, and one of them is go digital because it's the safest thing to be.
Though your points are right, Weber, but before pandemic also people use digital payments as well, and even different institutes are working, as you said, on vaccine.
Yeah,
Every institute is working on vaccine, and whichever will be effective would be used. And even the technology is also safe.
This has significantly increased during the pandemic.
Aditya, tell me, if you weren't having technology right now, okay, how would you have been accommodated or attended this class? If you won't be having any technology, tell me how you would have been aware about any AFCAT or any entries that are coming out.
See,
the thing is that if one get
it's not only through technology, but also media. Print media is also there, like newspapers, internet, other sources are also there. Through there, we can get all these resources.
Aditya, tell me, does CDEC takes challan or they accept the online thing?
Though they accept online payment, but any notification we get through print media as well.
Online payment. Do you
have to watch everyday newspaper to get a notification of AFCAT? But with the internet,
but how do you fill the form? Do you use print media? Do you post it in the post box? No. The answer is no. The growing technology.
It's possible. It will take 8 days to reach their.
So that's what I'm talking about. You are again coming to the same topic me, Vaibhav, and people are talking about. The thing is that to get the things faster done, to have the accessibility and the larger scalability, and what you can say, to reach to the maximum people, you need technology. If person don't have the technology, he's going to be left behind. If I have a Nokia phone, as Vaibhav said, I can't. If I have the Nokia basic phone, and I wouldn't have taken any smartphone not getting acquainted with this new technology, I can't use DigiCash, though I have the technology in my hand. The thing is that you need the right and up-to-date technology to survive in this world. I'm talking about surviving. Forget about progressing. You need technology to survive right now. And if you can survive, trust me, survivors are the greatest winner. You are going to win the race.
Even in lockdown, many companies shut down because they didn't have access to the technology.
Many prospered. You are only seeing the negative side. Many prospered. Didn't they? And at the end of the day, weren't the companies were getting shut down when there was no digitization in this world? Haven't you seen in the local vendor street shop, grocery shop getting shut down? Is it new for you, or is it because of digitization that is taking place? That's totally utterly waste statement to make. Sorry to say.
When the shops were getting shut down in lockdown, Flipkart, Amazon, Domino's, they were providing services to people. And local restaurants with lack of technology, they have to accept their loss.
And many and Zomato are also there, which are providing door-to-door services.
Yeah, and many adapted to the changes. Grocery shop, they are like, we are taking the online thing. Like, you can give us a call. We'll deliver it into the app.
Had gotten aware. Somehow, almost all the vendors had gotten aware that yes, we can use UPI payments to take money against a half kg aloo, to take money against a 1 kg entire cauliflower. The people got aware. At the end of it, but the vendors got aware. I don't know, like if the small companies were not were not able to cope up with the situation in COVID, they were just not having enough
I guess everyone
or revenue for themselves. But then like technology is not just the only reason why the companies went down. It's also their dedication, their manpower, their costing. That is completely up to them. I work in a company. I know if my hotel is not working tomorrow, it's because the revenue is not there, the manpower is not there, there is no costing. How will I
totally agree with you, Slope. That's what I'm talking about. Right now, we people are
not going to be a part of.
That's why we have limited reach of technology, because we don't have revenue, we don't have manpower.
No. I guess
government is working on it, and even though public and private players are investing so that in coming years we can have a fully developed a digital economy.
I guess. Just give me a minute. I'll explain the main point that's going to happen. You aware about something when that's not in the major existing. The Digital India was an awareness program to make in India digital India. You are making it aware about the digital thing. It's because the accessibility and reachability is less, and in India things get popular with the Chinese whisper. Like if I am using, for example, right now, if I am using Flipkart, I'll tell to Slow, by Flipkart बहुत बढ़िया है. Slow is going to tell to Webho is going to tell Achintya, and that's how the circle is built. The second thing is that Digital India is also awareness program, and you make people aware about something if it's not existing in the major plan. So how a national level awareness program that is based on awareness, based on awareing people about the technology, digitization, you can say that lack of knowledge, the lack is linking to the lack of awareness.
Exactly. What we should do is like every other business did while they were starting their business. We should promote more, discount while doing digital payment, so that people, would be eager to use it, so that they could save their money. Because saving money, is one of the it's in the gene of our people. In our country, people.
Yeah, and that's a very basic fact. If you are going to pay 5 rupees for a meal, trust me, you are not going to waste it. But even when we go in shadis, we get it for free, we waste it without thinking of anything.
Exactly. So the government should do is promote, more discount and make it easily available, so that people use it more and more. Because maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe an year after, time will come that people will have to. They will be forced to use the technology. So the government should make sure that technology reaches everywhere. The awareness will be automatically there once the technology reaches to every person. I still know that my mother didn't know how to use the telephone. Now she is, can easily manage a phone. So once the technology is reached to people, they automatically get, accustomed to it and make sure that they know how to use it.
Somehow, Vaibhav Bhai and Nitesh Bhai both are supporting my topic only, so I may not have to worry a lot on that same part. But then, yes, I completely agree with the fact that the government or us, be it us as well, there are multiple people beside me, beside you, beside all of us who need to be made aware, and the government has to make aware. Plus, if the government is busy with securing the country, trying to get up the economy, probably the three of us we pass the entire SSB medical entire thing. The moment we get an opportunity to go in different areas and build a proper chart, they take a PPT session with the entire people who are there who are not aware, we can actually teach them. Probably a lot of people who have already passed SSB, probably a lot of people who will be going for this, probably anybody who can take the initiative to go to these kind of areas, please come to my area as well if it's possible for you, all of you. I would be glad to initiate this particular idea and this program may aware, puts them to use the except the fact whole world, I would say.
I guess me, Vaibhav, and we are just stating a topic that even to survive in this generation right now we are living in, you need technology for everything. Be it making it aware, be it prospering, be it a job perspective, because the work from home thing won't be any culture if there would be no technology. So at the end of the day, we are dependent on technology. Even if we have to make aware someone, we need technology for it. And rather than the topic was that people are stating about its lack of awareness. The thing is that's wrong. People need to be aware about the technology, and if people need to be aware about the technology that they don't have, it means that the technology is not reaching every small part of India, and that should be taken care of. People will automatically take an interest. Many people, even in our home, when we got our new computers, we only knew how to switch it on and how to shut it down. But when we got acquainted with it, we know how to use it. So at the end of the day, if people know about the technology, at the end of the day, they are going to manage it to learn how. But the thing is that for that, they need the initiative, and initiative should be about reaching the technology to the every part rather than making it aware. Because you can't aware the parts of country without having technology. Media is reaching every part of the world. It's because of technology. The printing press we are talking about is also a technology. So the world right now cannot be assumed or even imagined about technology. And we are talking about the future going to the Mars. If we don't advance in technology, we are going to be that dinosaur in human race who are going to extinct or who are going to get vanished in this crowded and and this more advanced world.
Yes, we had plans to reach Mars, but we didn't have technology that will take us out of the gravitational influence of Earth. So we designed the rocket that will. We came up with a strategy to use less fuel to do it with PSLV. But if we had if we had success in GSLV rocket, we directly had reached to Mars maybe 1 or 2 years earlier.
Though your points are absolutely, I agree with you, but even every government is implementing their scheme so that each and every Indian should reach to this technology. And in coming era, India would be a fully developed digital economy with cashless.
I guess man errors shouldn't be blamed for advancement in technology. I guess when I started, when I was the part in take part in this discussion, I stated that at the end of the day, it's about the lack of education. If we advance in education, eventually we are going to advance in technology, and the errors will be.
Yes, government should bring this to grassroots level so that each and everyone could be learned about the technology.
Exactly.
It's not just the government's job to make people aware. It is not.
See,
It's not just that the government job to make people aware. A class 4th student is running a stationary job and taking my payment of 5 Renault pens at 40 rupees. It is not just the government's job. Even if the person is not very well educated, a freaking class 4th student is taking my payment and he's selling me the copies and notebooks and everything, and he's confirming, yes, look, bhaiya, we have received 40 rupees payment from you. You can leave and along with the copy books. It is not essentially general or necessary for a person to be aware or be educated enough to operate the technology. I've given you a very good example of class 4 student. There are multiple auto walas and rickshaw walas who are quite less in the age.
My cousin, who is hardly 2 to 3 years old, he can operate the phone. He is 2 to 3 years old. So they automatically understand out of curiosity, out of fun. So they will automatically provide it.
Guys, sorry to interrupt. Did you guys hear my last statement? Because I think I got, due to something I got out of the meeting.
No, I heard your statement.
The thing about it's technology come education and education come technology,
Yes.
that part? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
कैसा रहा तुम सबका आज ग्रुप डिस्कशन? दिव्या, माइक ऑफ. कैसा रहा आज का?
मैम, आपको कैसा लगा ग्रुप डिस्कशन?
मजा नहीं आया मेरे को. एक तो आवाज बहुत ज्यादा क्लियर नहीं थी. ठीक है, आवाज में थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम थी. मेरे को वही ढंग से समझ में नहीं आ रही थी. बहुत कम समझ में आई थी और बीच में बहुत लोगों ने गैप किया चीज़ों को लेके बोलने के लिए. सिर्फ एक्टिव जो थे वो श्लोक, नितेश, वैभव, अचिंत्या और ऋषिकेश, ये 4-5 ही एक्टिव थे ना सिर्फ जो बोल रहे थे. बाकी के लोग तो बोल भी नहीं रहे थे शायद, है ना. तो नितेश के पॉइंट, वैभव और श्लोक के पॉइंट काफ़ी अच्छे थे, ऋषिकेश के पॉइंट आपकी बार काफ़ी अच्छे थे, अचिंत्य ने जो बीच में एक पॉइंट रखा था वो काफ़ी अच्छा लगा मेरे को। बट ओवरऑल देखा जाए कि तुम्हें यही नहीं पता तुम किसके फेवर में बोल रहे हो, किसके अगेंस्ट में बोल रहे हो। ठीक है, सब तो एक सबका एक ही मतलब दो ही लोग अलग थे यहाँ पे जिसने अलग टॉपिक लिए थे, बाकी के सबके सेम ही टॉपिक था। तो तुम्हारा यही कंफर्म नहीं हो रहा था कि कौन किसके फेवर में और कौन किसके अगेंस्ट में बोल रहा है। और नितेश, बैंक में क्या कर रहा है तू?
यस मैम।
बैंक में क्या
मैम वो घर शिफ्ट किया तो उसका कुछ चेक पापा के अकाउंट में डालना था, और मैम वो पापा ने कुछ चेक दिया था उनके अकाउंट में डालना है, तो वही उसी के लिए गया था।
हाँ, तो उसके
मैम एक्चुअली आज साउंड का बहुत
और अब
डिस्टर्बेंस था,
साउंड का तो बहुत ज्यादा था,
इसलिए कुछ
और मैम
points
अभी
भी समझ नहीं आ रहा था।
ड्राइव कर रहा हूँ, अभी भी मैं ड्राइव कर रहा हूँ, मैं अब कैंटीन जा रहा हूँ,
अरे
तो
नहीं,
इसीलिए मेरे को ये क्लास करनी थी, मेरे को मिस नहीं करना था मैम,
नहीं
इसीलिए।
कोई नहीं नितेश, तुम अपना ड्राइव करो अच्छे से, ठीक है, देन उसके बाद ये मीटिंग होती रहेगी, पहले ड्राइव करो, ठीक है, पहले ड्राइव
नहीं मैम, अभी पूरी खाली रोड है मैम, वो
नहीं, फिर
एयरपोर्ट
भी
वाली रोड है,
ड्राइव
वो
करो,
खाली रोड है।
ड्राइव करो भाई, सबसे पहले। वैभव कैसा लगा?
I, ma'am, I don't know. Been busy in the GD. You were judging us. Probably you know better.
मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगा आपकी बार, मतलब जैसे पिछली बार का था उसमें
मैम
काफी
खिचड़ी बन गया मैम,
क्या?
ये तो हमें भी, मेरे को पर्सनली खुद फील हुआ है कि सबको थोड़ा सा खिचड़ी बन गया, क्योंकि मेरे को
बहुत
ऐसा
ज्यादा
लग रहा
फिश
था
मार्केट था, एक तो आवाज क्लियर नहीं थी, किसी की भी साउंड में प्रॉब्लम आ गई थी, बीच में मैंने 2-3 लोगों को भी
Exactly,
डांटा
ma'am. At one point of time, I was thinking either I'm not audible or because I wasn't getting any voice. So I thought even I'm inaudible at that time. So yeah, there was that.
और बहुत बार ऐसा हुआ बीच में काफी मतलब स्पेस था, कोई चुप हो गया बिल्कुल, और मैंने हमेशा कहा कि जीडी में चुप नहीं होना चाहिए, अपना लीड ले लो उस टाइम, ठीक है। तो
मैम आवाज ही बराबर नहीं आ रही आज।
किसी का पॉइंट तक सुना है, सो किसी का पॉइंट तक सुना ही
मैम
नहीं।
बैंक में अंकल लोग मेरे को
क्या कह रहे हो? हेलो।
और जब मैं धीरे धीरे बोल रहा था तो अंकल लोग ऐसे देख रहे थे जैसे पता नहीं मैं गर्लफ्रेंड से बात कर रहा हूँ।
हाँ, उन्हें शक हो गया होगा ना कि पता नहीं क्या कर रहा है लड़का, उनसे बोल देता मैं क्लास अटेंड कर रहा हूँ। तो श्लोक कैसा रहा?
मैम आई एम सॉरी बट मुझे लगा टॉपिक से हे वायर भटक गए थे, आई एम सो सॉरी बट मुझे ऐसा लगा।
मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगा, मतलब मैं बोलूँ तो फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग मेरे को टॉपिक के तुम्हारे जो तुम आपस में आर्ग्यू कर रहे थे वो मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा था कि वैभव क्या बोल रहा है, नितेश क्या बोल रहा है, किसके फेवर में बोल रहे हो तुम, किसके अगेंस्ट में बोल रहे हो, मुझे ये नहीं पता। मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था जो जो तुमने टॉपिक सिलेक्ट किए थे उन सबसे भटक के बोल रहे हो तुम चीज़ें। तो अचिंत्य का एक पॉइंट अच्छा लगा मेरे को, बीच में बोला था इसने लेकिन मैं भूल गई वो क्या था, इतनी भसड़ में भूल भी गई। तो अचिंत्य गुड, ठीक है। अचिंत्य ने काफ़ी लेट स्टार्ट किया लेकिन जो पॉइंट बोला वो काफ़ी अच्छा बोला। ऋषिकेश, आज का तुम्हारा काफ़ी अच्छा इंटरेक्शन था लोगों के साथ, मतलब और लोग जैसे श्लोक, वैभव और नितेश के साथ तुम्हारा काफ़ी इंटरेक्शन रहा आज, तो मेरे को काफ़ी अच्छा लगा। लेकिन मैं ये उम्मीद करती हूँ कि जब भी नेक्स्ट टाइम हो तो तुम एक्टिव रहो और जो तुम पॉइंट पे बोल रहे हो उसी पॉइंट पे ध्यान में रखते हुए उसी को आगे करो कि अपनी चीज़ों से वहाँ से हटो मत, ठीक है। ये नहीं कि तुमने लिमिटेड एक्सेस बोला तो तुम उसके अकॉर्डिंग कुछ और अलग बोल रहे हो। तुम्हें ये पता होना चाहिए कि सामने वाला किसके फेवर में बोल रहा है, किसके अगेंस्ट में बोल रहा है, कौन सा उसने पॉइंट चुना है, ठीक है, जिससे तुम अपना आर्ग्यू कर पाओ। यदि देखो जैसे बात की जाए वैभव, नितेश और ऋषिकेश का, शायद तीनों का सेम था, तो ये तीनों एक तुम अचिंत्य और श्लोक के बिल्कुल अगेंस्ट में हो गए, तो ये तीनों एक ग्रुप गैंग बना के श्लोक और अचिंत्य को ले सकते थे, या श्लोक अचिंत्य एक ग्रुप गैंग बना के इन तीनों को अच्छे खासे पॉइंट्स रख सकते थे, ठीक है। तो थोड़ा सा इस चीज़ को फेवर में करो, जो तुम्हारे साथ में फेवर में बोल रहा है उसको देखो कि कौन तुम्हारे पॉइंट्स के फेवर में बोल रहा है, तो उसको एक एक बातों बातों में दोस्त बन जाना, और देन उसके बाद फिर तुम सबकी एक मतलब एक अच्छे से खिंचाई करना, वो होती है ग्रुप डिस्कशन। लेकिन तुम पॉइंट्स ही नहीं रख पा रहे थे, अलग ही दुनिया में चले गए थे तुम बीच में, तो और फिर मैं भी अपनी अलग दुनिया में चली गई, मैंने कहा पता नहीं क्या खिचड़ी पका रहे हैं ये आज लोग।
मैम साउंड का प्रॉब्लम आ रहा था आज बार बार, तो ऑडिबल ही नहीं हो रहा था कोई किसी के पॉइंट।
साउंड का तो प्रॉब्लम था ही, वो तो अलग टॉपिक है। साउंड तो था ही, साउंड में तो मतलब समझ में नहीं आ रहा था, बीच बीच में सबकी आवाज़ जा ही रही थी, तो बहुत मुश्किल से पॉइंट समझ में आ रहे थे, लेकिन जो भी था, लेकिन वो मेरे को आज का टॉपिक जो है ग्रुप डिस्कशन वो अच्छा नहीं लगा।
हम अच्छा हमको भी नहीं लगा।
गुड, अच्छी बात है नहीं लगा तो। लेकिन मैं देख लेती हूँ कि कल का टॉपिक क्या है। 1 मिनट रुक जाओ, पहले कल का टॉपिक देखने दो क्या है। कल आपकी मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइज प्लानिंग है, मैंने कराई हुई है ना एक बार ये मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइज प्लानिंग, पता है?
नहीं हुआ।
गूगल मीट पे नहीं हुआ,
फर्स्ट टाइम रह गए कल।
यूट्यूब पे हुआ था।
एक बार यूट्यूब पे मैंने कराई है ना मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइज प्लानिंग से। कितने लोग यहाँ पे वाकिफ है मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइज प्लानिंग से? किस किस को आइडिया है उसका?
मैम पता है
ना कि वहाँ पे मैं आपको एक स्टोरी बताऊंगी, एक मतलब आपको एक स्ट्रक्चर दिखाऊंगी, स्ट्रक्चर दिखाने के बाद मैं आपको कोई स्टोरी बताऊंगी, उसको आपको रीड करना है और आपको उसके ऊपर लिखना है कि आपकी कौन सी प्रॉब्लम पहले आएगी, देन उसके बाद आपका ग्रुप डिस्कशन होगा उसमें भी, देन आपको एक फिर एक कंप्लीट एक स्टोरी एक पूरा सोल्यूशन बताना होगा एंड में।
यस मैम।
तो कल करेंगे मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइज प्लानिंग, उसके लिए प्रिपेयर रहना। जिसको नहीं पता है मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइज प्लानिंग वो एक बार यूट्यूब पे या हमारे मेरी एक पुरानी वीडियो पड़ी होगी मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइज प्लानिंग की, उससे सीख लेना, ठीक है, कि क्या प्रॉब्लम आती है, कैसे लिखना होता है, देन वो आप देख लेना, ठीक है।
यस मैम।
चलो गाइस, आज के सेशन को यहीं पे ख़त्म करते हैं और मुलाकात करेंगे कल के सेशन में 2 बजे ही। तो अपना ध्यान रखिए। जय हिंद गाइस।
थैंक यू मैम।
थैंक यू मैम।
तो आज को आपका सेशन काफ़ी हमारा था सेशन जो वो बहुत सही रहा, मतलब एक मतलब नॉर्मल सेशन था ग्रुप डिस्कशन का। थोड़ा सा अच्छा लगा, थोड़ा सा अच्छा नहीं लगा, खिचड़ी ज़्यादा पक गई थी आज के सेशन में, लेकिन कोई दिक्कत नहीं। कल का जो सेशन है वो है हमारा मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइज प्लानिंग, उसमें हम डिस्कस करेंगे। तो गाइज थैंक यू वेरी मच। हमारे जो चैनल है डिफेंस 101 उसको सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और गाइज यूज दिस कोड, यदि आपको अनअकैडमी पर सब्सक्रिप्शन लेना है, यूज दिस कोड SONAL, यू विल गेट 10% डिस्काउंट। यूट्यूब पे कमेंट कीजिए। अनअकैडमी लर्निंग ऐप पर आप मेरे को फॉलो कर सकते हैं 4:15 बजे, जो कि आपकी AFCAT के लिए बिल्कुल फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट क्लास होती है, तो इसको जरूर ज्वाइन कीजिए, ठीक है। चलिए अपना ध्यान रखिए। बाय बाय, टेक केयर एंड गॉड ब्लेस यू।